When I woke up this morning, I was not motivated to go out for a walk because the weather was about 20 degree. You know, you know how 20 degrees. If your AC in Nigeria is 20 degree inside, you know how cold it is. So was outside. So I decided to wait for the sun to come out before going for the walk. You see, I have walked 1 hour before getting to this park just to rest for a while. And while still inside the sun, the weather is cold, you know, and there's a lesson to learn from this. Now, I want to title this message as dating the sun. You know, you see the sun and cold dating. The reason why it's cool outside, even when there is sun, is because winter is approaching. You know, the sun and the cold, they are meeting at a point, and because they are having a kind of intercourse, they are producing this coolness. It's neither cold nor hot, but it is cool. Now it will get to a stage where cold will overwhelm the sun, then it becomes winter. When the sun overcomes cold, it becomes summer. So relationship is like that. You know, the Bible says a man, shall leave his father and his mother, and cleave to his wife. He said they shall become one. They shall become one. They can either be cold or hot. They can either be winter or summer. But before they get to that stage, there is a process, of intercourse, whereby they are neither hot or cold, but they are like what I'm experiencing now, the coolness. Now, if you understand this, it will be easy for you to understand life and also to understand the basic principles of doing business. You know, you see people, they date, they don't even understand what dating is. They don't know what relationship is. You know, when you say you're in a relationship, it is no longer about you. It's about both of you. A situation where you are seeking to be yourself before you get into the relationship, we always create a kind of confusion, we always create a kind of tension, we always create chaos. Because if you want to be independent before getting into a relationship, you ought not to be in a relationship. And that brings me to why do people, get into a relationship? If you ask people a simple question, why are you in a relationship? You will find that the common answer you're going to get is either because the lady is sexy or the man has cash flow, the man has money. These are the basic reasons why people get into a relationship. But that is not the only reason why people should get into a relationship. And when you get into a relationship because of money and beauty, it will get to a stage that there will be chaos, there will be confusion, because other things will start coming up. Things like character, things like attitude. You know, relationship is more of attitude and character. Attitude is the spiritual aspect of relationship, while character, is the mental aspect of relationship. The money and the beauty or the sexiness is just is the personality. Though the personality will has the character and the attitude, but the foundation of relationship is actually the character, and the attitude, the intention, behind the relationship. So nowadays people get into a relationship just because of money and the beauty. When the beauty is fading, people run. When there is no more money, or they perceive a sign, that money is going to disappear, they disappear too. So if you want to enjoy the fruits of relationship, if you want to enjoy relationship, don't get into a relationship just because of money or sexiness. When I say sexiness, you are looking at, the juicy part of a woman's body, or how far the man's pocket is. Learn to know and understand the man and the woman. That is, know the character, understand the attitude. Character plus attitude plus personality. That's what makes a good relationship. I want you to ponder this. Do have a nice day.